Ha seasan sònraichte iddi bhí ag Stenhousemuir, go mór sa réises an tíochte líga hyn, agus had haast an na da arpais cupa. Ha fas misneachd a lentain ag Pàirc Ochilview.
It's been really good, it's been really enjoyable as well for all the boys and the staff involved. And I guess we're all just pulling in the same direction and we've hit form at the right times. We've had some big wins, which is obviously given us a lot of confidence going forward, and we're just really enjoying our football, and I think that's quite evident on the park.
I think we've just got to take one game at a time, it's the old cliche, but we've handled every team with the respect that they're due, and that's teams above us and teams below us, and I think that's the way the manager's always been, that we just take it one game at a time and we just go into that game with confidence. And when you're winning games of football that we have been, it makes the sport a lot easier on a Saturday. It's a very tight-knit place at the moment, and we're confident in what we do. We're not getting above ourselves, we're not getting above our station, because it can quickly change, and football's got a funny way of letting you know that quite quickly if you take your eyes off the ball. And I think just an overall, we're playing a good football.
From coming in from day one, I think we started really well. We got a loss in the first game, but after that we've really sort of kicked on, and the consistency within the squad, I think it showed. Sometimes we've not played particularly great, but we've managed to get results, we've managed to come from behind and win games and get draw. But I think it shows that sort of already, that positivity that we've got from the manager and the backroom staff and even the club, is all going in the right direction, and I think it's all coming well together.
As dwi yn bwyachga iddyn jydd e hecyn sa chai yn o'i Greenwich Martin an y cwp yn y ALBA, ha Darby yn ysgryd ffadag a Stenhousemuir, a cluich a skipper an y sŵnt yn eiclis fyddech sy'n na chwrst.
Over the last few weeks we've now starting to get the recognition that we've maybe deserved. We sometimes play in a different way, but the manager on Saturday, we scored 3 set pieces and there was a bit of a song and dance about it. But the fact is he stood for 15 minutes as soon as their team lines came in and spoke about how big a role the set pieces were going to play in the game, and they did do that, and that's credit to him and credit to the players, because we took on information that we knew that it was a chance to go and win the game, and we've done so because of that. So there's different ways to win games of football, and we noticed a weakness in Morton, and we used that to a positive and ended up winning the game. A 4-0 win over a championship side is always going to be really, really pleasing, and I think at the end we could have probably made it more than that, and that's credit to the team, because we really, really showed what we were all about on Saturday.
I think firstly, seeing that it was a home, great. It's going to be a tough game, because I know John personally from before, my time at Hearts and speaking to him over the years. So I think it's going to be a right good contest. It probably makes it a bit sweeter for the fans that it's a local derby. So I think for us it's go put our foot forward and go see what happens, because it's the magic of the Scottish Cup. You never know what might happen.
Obviously a really, really good team that have been performing well, and putting Hearts out is a great result for them, so they'll be the exact same as us, high on confidence. So we've played Falkirk a few times since I've been here, and the atmosphere is always really good with it being a derby, and then obviously the TV will add an extra element to that as well. So it's a Scottish Cup, so you don't really need to build that up too much more than just saying it's a Scottish Cup, really. So now we're all buzzing for it, and hopefully the fans are excited for that one as well.
Ha manager Gary Naismith iddi fi'n affart fawr a'n sòirbheachas y chlub. Ysdwydyn the Warriors gan chiad tíochte líg ach gyddiad an y ciad ystaill it bliana. An clwb yn ysdwyd gamas ys o'n agol came na siarnas yn cwtioch, agus y fain suas gan Championship.
I've just really enjoyed every moment at Stenhousemuir, and I think he's played a big factor in that. Obviously his name's been touted very well and spoken about really well in the last couple of weeks, but that's a positive from the club as well, because in football, if your name's been spoken about well, it's usually because the club's doing well. So the players should be proud of that as well, because they've played a massive part in that. But overall, as I said, he's done a great job here, and he's been brilliant to work under. It's been one of the best dressing rooms I've been involved in. I think it's sometimes easy for footballers to say that, and it makes it nice for fans to hear that, but genuinely it's been excellent. The manager's he's kept a core for a long period of time, and I think that's really, really important, especially the lower leagues. I think that's shown how successful we've been over the last few years, and we want to carry on that success in more ways.
It didn't take much for me to be sold. Speaking to the gaffer, I knew him from previous when he was at the tail end of his career that he was still playing when I was a young boy at Hearts. So just speaking to him there and what he wanted to achieve this year, I think I want to be part of that. Going into my sort of like twilight years, as they say, but I've still got plenty left in the tank, but I want to be part of something that was looking to push and progress. So yeah, it was an easy option for me. Being here, I think it has a right good mix. I think there's only 4 of us that are over 30 and the rest are all up and coming young guys that just want to apply their trade, that are part-time, that have come from either academies or have been playing lower leagues and whatnot, but they're all getting that opportunity and they're thriving under the gaffer. So I think there's a great mix, but there's that togetherness of, like, we're all like brothers basically, and I think that showed when the chips are down. Can we go again? Can we go fight for each other? And I think that's proven in our results.
As much as this is my favourite change room, like, I've really enjoyed working under him. He's been a great manager for me personally, and well, you can see with where we are in the league and how we're doing that he's been brilliant for the squad. And yeah, he's a great man-manager and really sort of brings the best out of you. And he's a top guy and a top manager, so it was an easy decision every deal I've signed here. We're just trying to keep doing as well as we can, keep the sort of run we're on going for as long as possible, and then closer to the end of the season we'll sort of reevaluate and we'll fight for what we can fight for, and hopefully that is winning the league.